Hey guys, so in today's video I wanted to talk about a topic that is really important to me. It's kind of personal, and I had someone who is close to me who doesn't follow my YouTube channel or watch any of my videos or anything ask me about this topic, and so I thought that I would also address it on my channel, on top of having a conversation with them that I already had. So they asked me, since they know that I have a couple of different chronic health conditions, they asked me, is it safe or practical for a person with chronic illnesses or disabilities to try to become a doctor? Is it even possible for someone who has a disability to become a doctor? And so I searched the internet for a few comments from people to find out their take on it, but I wanted to share my opinion before I shared their opinion. So I feel like anybody, regardless of disability, if they put their mind to it, they can do whatever they want to do. Obviously, there are certain limitations. For example, if you can't use your hands, you may not be able to do surgery. There are a lot of technological advancements in terms of the medical field. A lot of things are changing constantly. That's something that I really enjoy about the medical field, is there is constant innovation, improvement, and change and research, and everything is constantly changing. And I really like that. So I do think that there is a lot of technology out there that will be able to help people with disabilities kind of succeed even more and elevate the abilities that they already have even further. So I don't think that just because you have a disability, I don't think that that should preclude you from anything. If you want to be a teacher, I think you should be able to be a teacher. If you want to be a doctor, I think you should be able to be a doctor. If you want to work at Subway, you should be able to work at Subway. It all depends on what the person wants to do. So I think it's more of an ableist mindset. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's more of an ableist mindset that would assume that just because someone has a disability that they wouldn't be able to perform the job duties, or, that they wouldn't be able to do something just because of a health condition or a disability. So I'm going to read some of the comments that I have screenshotted on my phone. And these are from other people. Some of them, it seems like most of them are in the medical field themselves or know of people who are in the medical field. So this person says that they know someone who is a doctor who suffered an accident as a young man and became a paraplegic. He was confined to a wheelchair for most of his life. He completed medical school in the late 70s, early 80s, did a residency in pathology. He then became a professor with the College of Medicine and Pathology and a staunch supporter of medical education and medical students. This person says they never trained with this doctor, but they were told by one of his classmates that he did every single rotation of his training, including surgery, which back then was brutally hard, without complaint, and graduated with honors. Then this same person goes on to say, one of the residents I did rotations with from another specialty had Raynaud's and scleroderma. She had multiple attacks, and this resulted in amputation of most of her fingers. She was a great physician, and I was deeply affected by her strength and perseverance. Disabilities are barriers that we put in front of ourselves. Nobody can limit you without your consent. And that is something that I totally agree with 1,000%. Now, this person is an MD from Loma Linda University School of Medicine. He says, yes, I had a paraplegic person in my medical school class. She had been involved with a horrific shooting and decided to go to medical school. Everyone was more than happy to make accommodations for her. We also had a student that was blind. He brought his dog with him around the hospital, and he became a psychiatrist. He is a wonderful person who is also a great doctor. So like I said, even if you have disability, it doesn't stop you from doing what you want to do if you really put your mind to it. So another one says, one of my classmates in medical school was a paraplegic person and became a successful anesthesiologist. An anesthesiologist in our community lost his right arm in a mountain climbing accident and went back to complete a psychiatry residency and now has a very busy practice. Someone else was talking about this person who is paraplegic and an anesthesiologist and said, wouldn't that be difficult? I find the job to be rather physically taxing. Between intubating, central lines, and epidurals, I'm constantly putting my body in awkward positions to get a procedure done. My hat's off to anyone that can do it with a physical disability. And the person was responding that the anesthesiologist could stand comfortably with leg braces and used metal crutches and a very stable table to help them balance. So, like I said, you have tools at your disposal and you just have to figure out how to use them to do what it is that you need to do in order to achieve what you want to achieve. And the last comment is one that I saved because I really think that it has the best information in it in terms of this particular topic. And this woman said, a disability or mental health condition will not necessarily prevent you from becoming a doctor. In fact, it is felt that doctors with health conditions often make excellent doctors, as their experiences mean that they can offer patients genuine empathy. Before you submit an application for medical school, you should contact medical schools to request advice about your individual circumstances. Each medical school has a disability support advisor who can help. So, like I said, if you want to go to medical school, you should go for it. Don't let a disability or what someone says about the fact that you have a disability stop you from trying to achieve what you want to achieve. I think that anybody should be able to do that. Mind you, I do have disabilities. You guys, I have talked about this on my channel for years. It's an ebb and flow thing with me. Sometimes I'm doing really good and other times my health conditions are just super taxing on my body and give me a very hard time. I plan on going into either neurology or psychiatry. I still haven't decided between one of those two. And, I feel like as long as I keep my focus on what I am doing, I will be able to do what it is that I want to do, whether it's neurology or psychiatry, or whether through the course of pre-med or medical school, I find another specialty that I really enjoy or really want to work in. I just know that I want to make a difference in people's lives. I want to help people, and I am going to do whatever it takes, regardless of my health conditions or my disabilities, in order to get to where I want to be in life. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. If there are any other topics you would like me to talk about on my channel in a future video, please let me know and I would be more than happy to get something filmed for you. And I hope you guys are having a great day and I will talk to you guys again next time.